What is today? Happy Friday. We are heading out right now to the landfill. Gonna get both trucks emptied out. We have the potential to have a pretty busy day today. We'll see how everything pans out by the time we get going, but just starting the day off on the right foot, getting both trucks emptied out. From here, once we empty, we'll be heading down to the Promenade Mall here in Temecula, and we'll be doing a job for a retail store there. We got approval for that a couple days ago. I really didn't think I was going to get approval on it, especially once the budget was shared with me, but we got it, which is always good news. So we'll work on that. We're going to have probably at least one load of metal, and then the second truck will pick up the non-recyclable items and get those out. From there, once we finish that up, I'll be taking off and let the guys go off onto their regular schedule. I have a few dumpsters that need to be picked up and emptied, and then I'm going to try to get a head start on our deliveries for tomorrow. My daughter's soccer team from school made it into CIF, and they won their first game last night, and the next game is tomorrow. So ideally, if I can get some of tomorrow's work done today, I'm not sure what time the game is, but I'm hoping that if I get some of tomorrow's work done today, that I'll be able to at least go watch the game. But looking at the updated forecast for this morning, we have anywhere from a 15 to 35% chance of rain all day long. Yesterday, it was only going to be in the morning. So it just depends on what ends up happening with the weather. So I know I've said it before, but most of our schedules, or most of our day-to-day, is same-day booked appointments. So we have, I want to say the guys have 3 on the docket right now. That includes the clean out, or the job we're doing this morning at the mall. And then we'll see kind of just how the day plays out. But we've been doing YouTube now, I want to say, for like 2 weeks. The hardest part is juggling everything. I used to post a ton on Instagram, like all day, every day, tons of little short form video content. And where'd this guy go? No, all right. I was trying to be nice. I used to post a bunch of short form video content, and that has definitely fallen through the cracks. So I don't know, I gotta find a balance. I don't really have a plan as far as a schedule of when I'll post videos. My plan is just to do them, and when one's ready, I'll get it out. Maybe eventually, if this thing really starts to take off, I will get more of a schedule, or I will hire maybe one of my kids to do some of the editing, so that it's not solely relied on me. Now she'll do that regardless, but we'll see what happens. I am definitely excited though. Starting tomorrow, there's no rain until next Friday, so that is extremely important. We have a very short window to really try to just catch up. February has definitely delayed us, delayed where we should be for the month. So I need to compare this February to last February. I feel like even though it's been raining, we're doing more than we did, I think. But I'll pull those reports once I have some time to sit in front of the computer again and just start to analyze and figure out what we need to do to make this month happen. February, my goal is really just to break even. If I can cover all of our operating expenses and pay my wife and I a little something, then I'll be extremely happy with February. So next February, though, we'll see what happens next February. But this February, this year, my goal is to at least break even. You don't really hear people on any platform talking about their business, just hoping and praying that they break even. this industry is not easy. There are so many videos out there of people talking about how much money you can make and how rich you can get and how this business is all profit and all you need is one trailer and you can make $10,000 a month. And I'll start by saying I respect most of those people that are posting those videos, because I get it. As I started this little journey, you start to see like your views and your watch hours and how long people are watching your videos on average, and some of the stuff gets a little discouraging and you're like, man, I need to create some other content that's going to be more engaging, and creating the content to say that, hey, you could do this little thing and you can make $10,000 a month, you can make $15,000 a month, you can make whatever. I get it. That's going to be something that more people want to watch, especially in an economy like this. In an economy like this, where everything is more expensive and it feels like we're all making less money, households need second and third incomes, right? So you're going to get a much higher search volume for, side hustles, ways to make money on the side. What can I do in the weekend to make money? What can I make, how can I make money with my pickup truck? You're going to get a much higher search volume in an economy like this, and videos like that will pop. And I'll never do that because it's not 100% true. Is it possible? Absolutely. Anything that you put 100% of your effort into is possible, right? Anything you do that you put time into has the potential to actually grow and to bring back fruits. I've probably seen more people fail in this industry than succeed, though. That's the hard truth. How many times do you go on these Facebook groups daily, really, and you see these people posting, hey, I bought a trailer, I bought a truck, I'm posting on my Facebook groups, what else can I do to get business? My phone hasn't rang in 3 months. The list goes on and on and on. And if you're in this industry or a similar industry, I guarantee you've seen posts like that. So my goal is really to share what the reality is of this industry. And this is going to come again from the perspective of someone who, we started our business, we grew pretty quick, we got fully legitimate workers' comp, commercial auto, everything, right? And having everything 100% legit is very, very expensive, right? Would I trade it for the world? Absolutely not. Mainly because I'm protecting my family and I'm protecting my employees. Not only that, but some of the jobs that we get, we wouldn't have if we didn't have workers' comp. We wouldn't get if we didn't have commercial auto. I'm hoping the audio in this video doesn't completely suck. We'll see. But I want to show you the perspective of someone who is hoping and praying to break even. Someone who's in this industry, who doesn't mind being honest and raw. I don't know if I'll ever share specific numbers. I'll share percentages, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of get to that when it comes to that point. If you know me in person, I'm very open and I share a lot. With different business owners and people that I like and trust, because it builds us both up. It lets that other person know kind of where you're at, and you know where they're at, and you can share your knowledge with them and they can share your knowledge with you. It really helps gauge kind of where that business owner is at as far as, it rained all last night and these roads are flooded. Jeez. At least I'm washing off some of the mud. This little Honda in front of me is not happy. Oh man. I thought he might have got a little too much water in his engine. He was smoking a lot. So anyways, I'm pretty open in person, especially one-on-ones, especially with people in our industry, just because it really helps solidify kind of where you're at and what you've been through and where that business owner is at and what they've been through. And it really gives you common ground Because as your business grows, you reach these plateaus. I heard something the other day saying every level has a new devil. And that's so true. In the beginning, when it was just me, a pickup truck, a trailer, and a dolly, right? That level had some really hard devils, really hard challenges. And oh gosh, this little Honda just keeps stopping out of nowhere. I need to give him some more space. I don't want to hydroplane into him. Every level, it has a new demon that you have to defeat, and you know, you think, oh, when I get to this point, it'll be easier. I remember, oh man, once we can get to doing, you know, 10 grand a month, we're gonna be set. Once we can get to 15, we're gonna be set. We're gonna be rolling in dough, man. And the reality is the more we do, the more problems we have, the more mechanical issues we have, the higher our expenses are. I tell people all the time, I personally, you know, we just hit our 3-year anniversary. So me and my wife personally made way more money, and I mean profit, right? We kept more money when it was just me, a truck, a trailer, and a guy, maybe one full-time employee, or someone just full-time help, you know, getting a couple guys to help me here and there when I needed it. We made way more money. The more we grew, the bigger the expenses, and then you get to a point where, you know, historically a specific month is a bad month, and you're at the point where your goal is to break even. And it hurts to say it if I'm being truly honest, but my goal is to break even. If we do more than that, I will be ecstatic. But coming from last February where we lost about 20 grand, breaking even sounds amazing. So we'll see what happens. We're 9 days into the month, and it is not on pace to break even. Definitely not on pace to break even, but we'll see where we end up. We got 5-6 days with no rain ahead of us. We typically don't work on Sundays, but if I get any calls for this Sunday, I'm gonna set them up and I'll go out and do it myself and let my team rest. Anything I can do to just charge forward and push our way closer to that break-even point. If you watch this long, I appreciate it. I've been calling this thing my dumpster diary, and I was really nervous to put myself out there. I think what we've built in this time period is it's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very proud of what we've built in the pace that we've built it, and I believe we are at this pinnacle turning point in our business where we are preparing to see some growth. I am hoping and praying it's some massive growth, but I believe we are on the cusp of something new, not new, but something new for our business, like something bigger, a new season. And I really wanted to document this journey and show where we are at currently and where we are going. I got 6 kids, man, and I would love nothing more than to one day go back and watch these videos with them. So